Hey guys, welcome to Tamiya Tuesday. I was hoping I'd have Brad with me, but he's not here yet. I got John Martin calling him, finding out where he is and what he's doing. He probably didn't go check his email. Yes, I'm finally building it. And I decided to do a special Tamiya Tuesday and actually start building the build. Oh, wait a minute. Can you guys hear me properly? Yeah, I'm using that mic, so it should be good. Can you guys hear me properly over there? Welcome to Texas Tuesday. Hey, Kurt's RC, how you doing? Guru's RC's there. Bob's RC's there. Kevin Gibbs was there a little while ago. I'm not sure if he's still there. RC Master. If I'm sleeping, right? Hey, RC Master. RC Master, are you sleeping? I gotta wake you up. You told me to wake you up when I start. Oh yeah, I gotta put it in admin. Add a moderator. There, I made RC Master the moderator. Wakey. Oh yeah, Kevin Gibbs is here. Green Frog. Happy Tamiya Tuesday, all. So he says it sounds good. That's awesome. So there's the big box. Big box. I've had this now for quite a bit. I actually bought it when it first came out, the CC-02, and I wanted to build it. Then I realized I didn't have the CC-01, so I went and got the CC-01. It's just something I wanted to do. I wanted to have the CC-01 before the CC-02. So for this one, I do want to lock the front and rear diff, because the other one now, I did not lock the front, but I will go back and lock it because I want it to be more capable on the trails. So this one, I will be locking the two diffs on there. So it should be cool. And we have John Martin with us. How are you doing, John?
Not too bad.
Good. Did you get a hold of Buddy?
Yes, we did.
What was he doing?
He's got to get us. He said you didn't say anything about having it Tamiya Tuesday, so he wasn't looking forward to it or looking for it.
I sent him an email about 2 hours ago, 2 or 3 hours ago, telling him.
Yeah, but his cell phone is usually off.
Oh, okay.
So he doesn't get emails right away. So that's where he is.
So you called him on his landline and not his cell phone?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So he'll be in here soon enough.
Kevin Gibbs is feeling bad now. He doesn't have a. He wants a wrench. Everybody wants a wrench. I don't know why people wants a wrench.
Yeah.
I got Nightbot in there doing the stuff. So.
Yeah.
Eric, Kevin Gibbs, and RC Master are moderators for tonight. So I hope they're happy now. Oh, there he is.
Hello, Frank. I'll be with you to hopefully sooner rather than later.
Okay, that sounds good. Thank you. Nightbot never works. Sure it does.
I hear you're doing your CC-02.
Yes.
Thank God.
See, even when he's really far away from his microphone, he sounds loud. This is crazy. I don't know what kind of microphone he's using, but man, he's got a very live acoustic room where he is, or house.
Vaulted ceiling.
Easy Froggy says he'll try to pop on after for a while. No, that's good. Going for food with a little lady. Go for it. We'll be here for a couple of hours or until I'm tired.
Yeah.
I don't want a wrench, but thanks, Francois. Well, you said you wanted one. There. Your wrench is revoked. I removed it. I thought we had a night without Brad. Haha. No, Kurt, you're not that lucky. This is Tamiya Tuesday. It's all about Brad. It's Tamiya. He likes Tamiya. He's going to be able to tell me if I'm doing something wrong or not.
All I gotta say is, why do we do dumb things with our C cars?
I don't know. Why do we do dumb things with RC cars? Because we can't? Because we can't with our real one.
Yeah. Well, I got my mud boss all set up and running, hotter than hot and faster than fast, and then I decided I'm going to throw it into the enduro. Yeah, well, I now need a servo.
Oh, you can get gears for those, eh? They're pretty cheap, unless you.
No, it's not the gears.
Oh, okay.
It spins the whole time.
Oh,
so obviously it's something on the circuit board.
Getting my gears for my Grasshopper 2 that I screwed up, or at least one gear.
there we go, Brad. There we go, Brad. There it is.
Yes. Finally, after over 200 years.
Well, it's not quite 200, but it's a little over 2 or just 2, or I'm not sure how long it was.
Why am I stuck?
Just don't build. I don't know why you're stuck. Just don't build a kit in your boxers with a crouch cam.
I have no.
He's not gonna do that. Brad's not gonna do that. I'm
There
gonna
you go.
and Brad is gonna tell me if I'm doing something wrong.
I've never built that kit.
Oh, okay. So I decided to do a build, but with people around me. So I'll present myself. I'll go with the top view, and then we can start building stuff and doing stuff and see how far we go tonight. And having you guys there commenting and reading the chat sometime and things like that. So I know, Brad, you can't read the chat, but I do have it in front of me.
All right, but I'm just waiting on my gears. They gave me I got the whole gear set that's supposed to be in the gearbox, the Grasshopper 2, for $16.30.
Oh yeah.
It comes even with the shafts that go inside. All the metal pieces and all the shafts that come out the gearbox. I guess that isn't too bad.
I guess. Spotlight. There we go. You guys can see all that. I took away my black background, so hopefully it's gonna work good. Having a gray background instead of black, because I find when I'm doing a build, people don't see the parts, but this way they'll be able to see the parts.
I was wondering what made you decide to do it today.
You
Me.
You giving me shit all the time? I don't know.
No, I'm talking about the gear. I'm talking about the Mercedes. I'm talking about the CC-02.
This box is almost perfectly square. It's actually a little bit wider than it is tall. So like it's almost a square box. It's a pretty big box. You have tires, Brad?
Yeah, but I would only use those if you want to do a crawl in Ottawa.
Yeah, city crawl. They're street tires. They're not really.
Yeah, yes, they're street tires, and it'd be best to do it. Use those on Ottawa.
Yeah. So
you'll mount them. You'll get another pair of axles. You'll get another pair of rims and put your own better tires on it for trail running.
Yeah, I'll probably will not. Won't glue them. I won't put foam in them. I won't glue them. They are hard. They're not good for trail riding. Well, probably in the trails, but not good in the sand and not good on, probably just good on pavement.
Yeah, and possibly wet pavement, because they got treads that might allow to dissipate water.
So here's the shell. I'm not sure if I'm going to paint it black, silver like the box art, or white. Maybe Arctic white.
Do you actually have a paint there that's Arctic white?
No, I have no paint for this now, so this is gonna be something I'm gonna paint.
You're gonna look for an Arctic white paint.
I don't know.
I bet there's someone who does make one. You may have to go to PPG to see if you
To
can.
me, a white is a white. Arctic would mean it's just whiter than white.
Arctic white would actually mean you'd actually have some metal flake in there, because if it's Arctic white, you'd have to have some frozen water, frozen ice in the snow. So you'd have to have some type of, flake in it to give you a metallic flake to it. You know what I mean?
It's weird. It's got like a haze. I guess it's on the.
Arctic white is actually metallic white.
Okay.
I mean, if you're not going to paint it box art, you know what would be a cool color is a white with a silver hue. That would be cool.
RC Master says, do a cool, crazy paint scheme. There is one I wanted to do. It's like a paintball paint scheme. What I wanted to do is take a syringe and just suckle up a little bit of paint on it and just like punch it, and then it would be a splatter. I've always wanted to try that. And I'm wondering if this would be the good kit to actually do it on.
It'd be kind of funky looking.
Yep.
Do you want funky or do you want
I don't know. I don't
classic?
Really care. That's weird that this one is like that, but anyways, so I got chrome parts for the grill. Cool. Oh, shock parts. I gotta find the.
I hear the shocks on that. They made them differently for that kit. Okay. I hear the shocks are very good on that car.
Don't know.
You'll find out.
Splatter effect. Yes, it is a splatter effect. It'd be cool. I do have different colors, kind of, so maybe I should. I'm not sure. Here are the links.
You could go with an iridescent paint job.
Yeah, I'm still don't know. Might go wild on it. Might go. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't want to make it look too nice. I do want to go on the trails with it. This is going to be a rig with small tires that I actually want to try to. It is a Lexan body, so I am going to rough it up in the trails. It's not like my black chrome one.
And it's not going to be that top heavy because it's Lexan.
That's correct. So I got my mirrors.
It may not be a crawler, but it's definitely, I think it's like the other TC-01 is definitely a.
Well, it's going to be a trail truck. It's going to be
trail vehicle.
So
I think I had only wanted to do a trail truck with these cars.
Okay. Oh, got rims.
The rims are nice.
Yeah, they're okay. That's why, like I said, I'm not going to glue them right away. I'm going to see if I can get another set of tires that I might glue on here instead, or I might just get beadlock. I like the look of these rims, and they will look good on this. But I usually get beadlocks, but it gets expensive after a while. So, and I find that when I don't use these, I end up not using them at all. So maybe I'll just get a good pair of tires.
I think you should get another set of rims and use that for your street use for Ottawa.
It's just like my other truck now. I painted these white walls on there and it looked pretty good, but the rims are really rusty, but it looks so good.
They actually look bronze to me.
Yep. Well, they are. It's because of the rust. It's so rusty. So could you find a way to make it look not chunky, but like it's been through the ringer a little bit and still look good? Yeah.
I mean, make it slightly look a little beat up, but not, still make it look classy.
Oh, this kit actually comes with a light kit, which was cool.
Which saves you some time with some other lights.
Yeah, so it does come with an LED light kit. It doesn't have a lot of lights, but it's supposed to have enough for this truck. And it does come with the ESC, and it is the older one because I got this one 2 years ago.
night pavement. They're good for night pavement crawls.
So this is the 2S, the TBLE 2.
Do you have any cobblestone roads or things in Ottawa?
Nope.
You know what I mean? Like, we have like a brick roads.
No, the town is not old enough for that. The city is not old enough for that. Oh, I got very long ones here. Oh, that's
Toronto and Quebec and Montreal probably are.
Montreal is. Toronto, some areas are. There is cobblestone in Kingston. Cornwall, I'm not sure if Cornwall has it. Shock parts.
I think you'd get decent traction with those stock tires for cobblestone.
Dry shaft, front and rear. Why are we talking about cobblestone?
Because it would look cool having a Mercedes with its stock tires going over a cobblestone street.
Ah, okay.
Just something to think about visually.
See you later, RC Basher Boy. Thanks for dropping by.
I saw that he started up his thing again with Axiomatic.
Oh yeah.
He started up the Arma thing.
Oh yeah, you send the Arma to get one or something.
Yeah,
like that?
yeah. Axiomatic was supposed to get it next after Sean.
Okay.
And I watched Axiomatic's video. He has the vehicle.
I should have cleaned out my screw bin.
So what motor are you going to put in it?
The one that came with it.
Okay. You think it'll be, I don't know, it might be too fast for what you want to use it for.
Well, for now, it's going to be, that's what's going in it. I do have a 55 turn.
Do you know, I took my 3600s and I drained them, and it took longer than it does for you guys to go through a pack in crawling.
You think?
I was using 380 motors on both the things. It took more than 4 hours to drain them completely.
Wow.
That's longer than you guys doing crawling or trail running with your pack, your 5000 pack. They're 3600 NIMS.
Okay.
And I was just letting them free run off the battery to drain the battery, because for all those years I was using NIMS. They say you need to drain them. They can't sit with power in them. You got to have very little left in it. It's the opposite of what you do with lipos and the lithium batteries.
A bag, B. Where's my B bag? There's B bag. A bag, B bag.
Oh, I sent you a video of the unboxing of the TD4.
Oh yeah.
Yep. It doesn't come with any of the electronics, but it does come with full ball bearings, and it comes with the screws you guys like. There's nothing else but those screws in it.
Look how many stickers come with this friggin' truck.
Oh yes, I hear it's a nightmare. There's got to be over 100.
A lot of these lines I'm actually going to paint. So I'm not going to use all the black ones that you see there. I might use this one. The one for the grill I might use.
You could keep them in case when the
yeah.
You could use it then. You keep them for that when the inside black wears out.
More paperwork. Tamiya light kit, LED light kit. We'll keep that for later.
That kit was over $300 because of that light kit, wasn't it?
I can't remember how much I paid for this. It was too long ago.
And they've already made a new chassis for the other one. For that one, they've already made not a new chassis, a new body for it.
Oh yeah.
That's a Unimog.
Shade Tree says, I saw Red Cat did some kind of update to one of their MTS. I have no clue. Are they pre-cut? The parts off the tree? No, they're not pre-cut.
You're probably talking the stickers.
Oh, the stickers? No, none of the stickers are pre-cut. Tamiya does not pre-cut their stickers. So they want us to do that, but you think what?
John would have used his device because it has so many. The Cricut, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
He would have actually tempted it on that one because there's so many.
Monster truck, LOL. So I guess we start with the transmission.
That's usually most Tamiya start with the transmission, but not all of them. My Fighter Buggy RX started with the steering and some front suspension before it wanted me to do the gearbox. It was weird.
I don't know. I think the quad was the chassis.
You think the quad was chassis?
Yeah.
It's rare when they don't ask you to build the gearbox first.
Oh my God, Brad, I'm gonna have to put bushings in this. I didn't get bearings.
Oh God, Frank, you know better.
Yes, I know better, Brad, than that. I did get bearings. I'm just
okay. How many did you need? Over 30?
No, there's not that many bearings on this. There's 16. There's not that many of them. There's 16 of one kind, 2 of another one, 2 another one, and 2 another one. There's not that many bearings.
There's more than 24 bearings, it sounds like.
Nah, pretty close to it. 22.
Yeah, size.
It's probably what, the 5x10s?
There's 22. There's 2 5x8, 16, 16 5x11. 2 6x12 and 2 10x15.
Sounds like the one you have most of is not the biggest bearing, which is interesting.
No, it's not. The plastic is kind of cool for this. It's a grayish plastic.
Dark gray.
I'm not used to seeing this with the Tamiya kits.
You like that?
Different. It's a heavier plastic. It's even sounds different.
Yeah, well, their new TD4 has fiberglass reinforced plastic now.
Oh, yeah?
And it's thick. I told you that the plastics, even on kits they brought back, are very difficult to plug to screw in by hand now. So you know the plastic's pretty sturdy at that point. You actually really need to use a power tool to actually get them in right. It's harder for them to self-tap the screw.
Mm-hmm. Gear shaft B need some bushing, but we'll put bearings.
I wonder how many ball bearings are in the gearbox alone.
No, there's quite a few. If you want to count, we can count.
They're probably at least 10.
So you think it's So you think it's most of it, most of the bearings?
Well, probably 8. Now I think about it.
It looks like you're looking at the directions.
Of course, I'm looking at the direction.
No, I was talking about John.
Oh, John.
No, I'm taking guess. I'm taking a blind man's guess.
An educated guess.
And said, you know, at least 4 of them are going to be someplace in the tires or around the tires.
Friggin' big spur gear.
How many does it say? How many tooth?
5895. Looking to see if it. Yes, 83.
That's pretty big. That's a lot of teeth.
That is a lot of teeth. Oh, there's that cardboard that Brad says he can't fit in there.
That was on one of my cars. My
The
car
screw-
works fine without it.
For now.
That's why you need a new gear, right?
No, it's not the same car.
Are you
The new
sure?
gear, that Fighter Buggy RX is the one I had the trouble with.
Oh,
And I've already been driving that, and nothing's happened. The motor doesn't, as far as I felt, the motor isn't even running hot. I was expecting it to run hot, and it isn't.
Okay.
I did buy myself a small 1800 milliamp lipo recently, less than $30, I think,
For what?
for my Fighter Buggy RX because it's got such a strange shaped battery area. And I thought I screwed up my NIMS, and I just had the thing in the wrong place, the jumper.
Mhm.
yeah. Kurt's RC said chop the top and lower it.
I don't think Frank will go that far. Frank does. It's very rare when Frank goes to modify things like that.
Chop the top of what?
Probably,
Mercedes.
probably the body.
Make a convertible out of it?
If you want to
maybe
convert,
not
if you want to, if you want a convertible version of that car, you need the two-door was it the 380, 360 version of the XF01X? They have the same Mercedes. It's the two-door version of it, but with a convertible top.
Yeah, but it's through my garage. That means I can do whatever I want with it. If I want to turn it into a convertible, I can. But that means I got to do an interior.
Yeah, and I don't know how far you want to go with this.
No, I don't know either.
What? It's like 1% of your cars you put together, you go beyond stock. That's-
Want to make sure I open up the right bag.
So how's your hot rod? You like it?
I bought it. I put it on the shelf. I put a battery in it to turn it on, and it turns on. The light comes on, and I haven't driven it yet, but I'm probably going to drive it tomorrow night.
Why, you got a crawl to go to in Ottawa?
No, just take a walk. I take a walk with my wife and my son sometime. And like tonight, we went for a walk. I took my TT01 and my son took his TT02 LaFerrari. So we take the walk. We walk the cars, in other words.
The on-road cars?
Yep. So I need the little shaft and this shaft. This pin goes in the shaft. And I need this guy that goes there. And then that guy goes there.
Is that an idler gear?
Nope. This is probably the idler. Oh no, both of them have the thing. Oh, they all lock. The idler usually doesn't have a lock. But anyways, I'm not sure which one's a lock or the idler.
Well, I know that it comes with the lock pieces for your diffs.
Okay.
So it should be on one of your trees, both of them.
So,
It has teeth. It has teeth on it, but it locks it.
okay.
You saw the lock piece that goes in your CC-01. It probably looks much like that.
So 45 teeth is probably this one because this is the other one that's bigger. Just want to make sure I'm putting the right one at the right place, but I think it's the other one that actually goes there. I wish they put numbers on these things because, oh yeah, there it is, 45T. So it is that one. See, I'm talking to Brad, so I'm making some fuck ups.
Ah! Frank.
Brad, you're supposed to stop me from screwing up.
Well, I've never put this kit together,
Oh, okay, okay.
but it seems like it's got a lot of gears that have a lot of teeth.
Mm-hmm. What I find weird. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of different. That's for sure.
I guess it comes with a small pinion to run the big gears. I mean, a lot of teeth gears to get the the reduction.
Here's a small pinion.
How many teeth?
Don't know. I can check.
I assume it has adjustable pinions for it too. Oh, don't forget, you can change the wheelbase on it, so you could fit even CC-01 bodies on it.
Oh yeah.
Yep. It'll tell you that in the manual. It should. I think you can get 3 different sizes out of it with the links.
Take it to the skate park. Sounds like a good idea, Master.
Yes, skate park is fun.
Not with a crawler.
Well, with this thing, with the original silver can, it should be fun at the skate park.
Oh yeah. Sounds like it's geared decent enough.
Those gears are made for crawling. I mean, going up things slowly and torquely like.
Bearings, and more bearings. Hey, Brad, that's how many bearings there is. 2 big ones, 2 little tiny ones. You know.
And 16 of the middle-sized ones.
Yeah. These 2 are just a little bit bigger than these.
I bet you some of the small ones go into the gearbox.
There's 6 of them that has to go in the gearbox.
And I bet they're mostly of the small ones.
Yep. 6 times. Now I have to put a C-clip. Watch it fly. Doing!
I hope they gave you more than one.
But why? Okay, where the heck is my pliers? Got it. Doop, 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 doop. Big and cool. RC's cool. Can't stay very long because I got school in the morning. Cool. Show your support. Thank you very much. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up on your way in or on your way out. And if you want big and cool, write shout out in 1 word and it will give you a shout out. Nightbot should be able to give you a shout out.
I'm surprised Sean didn't show up because you're putting together something like this. I know he hates Tamiya, but at least it's something along his lines of what he likes to use.
There, the first one is done. Dun, dun.
Wow, and you didn't even lose it.
Of course not. It went click.
It went in good.
Yep. Just trying to figure out how the other gears go. There's this gear and there's this gear. Little tiny gear.
What are you eating, John?
Stromboli.
Stromboli.
How big is this one?
It's a little tiny one.
Oh, I've seen pretty big ones.
Yeah, I didn't actually make this one. This is one of them frozen ones that I've.
Yeah. The big ones are like big, huge stuffed sandwiches.
Oh, yeah.
Basically what they are.
There, Nightbot did a shout out to Green Frog RC.
Oh, why isn't he in here with the video?
Don't know. Maybe he's busy. Wait a minute. This pin's not going in there. Is there pins that are shorter than the other ones? 2x8, 2x10. Oh crap! There's some pins that are actually shorter than the other ones.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I think I put a short one on the other side on here.
No wonder it clipped in good.
There we go. This is how we take things apart. Once you put it together, you got to take it apart. And this is when the pin starts flying.
Cup your hands.
Yep. It's okay. I know a lot of little tiny tricks. to
I
take
thought
these
cupping,
CC clips off.
cupping your hands would be one of them.
Mhm. Yeah, I think it was the very, very first pin I put was
Did
the
they,
18 millimeter.
Did they ask you to put grease on it?
Yeah, but I'm putting bushing, so I'm not gonna put the grease. I'm putting bearings. I mean, I'm not pushing putting the
Bushings.
bushings. If I put bushings, I usually put grease, but when I put the other ones, I don't bother. No, these are all the same length. And where the heck is my small one?
Time to search for a bag, all right?
Okay. All these are 10 millimeter. I should have another pin. somewhere. That's 8. And it says MA14, so it should be in bag A. Oh, those stupid ass. They got it in a small little other bag. So I didn't have to take off all the other thing apart.
Oops.
Oh well. Joy of building on a live video.
I assume you're going to grease up the gears as soon as you start putting them together.
But of course. No, Brad, I like it when it's dry.
Hey, the WD-40 has a dry lubricant. I guess you could use that.
I guess you could.
Something like graphite or something.
Mm-hmm.
Green Frog said, enjoy the Darling build without previously reviewing the instructions.
Yeah. We're going
Frank's
off of memory here.
Well,
Frank's
I bet
what?
there's a lot of pages, I'm sure, for that one.
Oh, no, it's not that big. I have very big fingers. And they don't cooperate sometimes. There. Pin A goes in slot B. And now we put the C-clip back in. I hold it with one finger and then I push it and it went click. Bearing is there. Okay, that one's done.
And the way that looks, it almost looks like a 2-speed gearbox.
Yeah, it almost is, but it's not. It's kind of weird. And it's this pin here that I find very odd.
I could see them doing an aftermarket piece to this and doing a two-speed. I could see them doing that.
Oh yeah.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, Shade Tree, I don't want to see that visual of that either.
Visual of what?
Visual of what?
Welcome in, Sean. Sean said, yeah, yes, Brad, he's going to grease you up.
That's the visual I don't want to see either.
Yeah, I don't. I don't want to see that either.
I was going to try to ignore Sean's comment, but welcome him in anyway.
Uh-huh.
At least he's watching him put together Tamiya.
Need a bearing.
Welcome in Jessica's two-car garage.
That's a new one.
And the last shaft, but not the least. So they want me to hold it this way, put a 10mm shaft in it, or pin.
That's what she said.
There, the pin is in the shaft, and she's
That's-
crying.
Yeah, I guess Nightbot does work for you there, RC Master. He goes, I can't see him. I must have blocked him in the chat.
Yeah. Must have. And now I need a C-clip. Another wonderful C-clip. We're off to see the wizard. Brad, I'm finally building that CC-02 you've been bugging me for.
Yeah, I'm surprised you decided to do it. You don't listen to me usually, so.
That's why I decided to do it, because I don't listen.
It took you years, man.
This is weird.
John
Nothing
says,
about
I'm here
that.
for the people in the chat, not for the T word.
Aha. That's why I got a bearing extra. Goes on the other side of this thing. There. Now I'm ready to. Oh, it's got a high speed and a low speed ratio.
Yes, it does.
So it's got a gear shaft, gear standard, and then there's a low speed ratio.
What do you want, low or high?
Well, I kind of built it on that side, but now I'm going to have to look at it and see if
I think you just have to flip it around, right?
it might. 26 is there. No, you don't. The low speed has the small gear here, and this gear goes there.
Well, depends what the application you want to use it for, Frank.
No, I know that, but what I'm debating is if I put it in low gear and I put the 55 turn, is it going to be really low gear?
You might
guess.
have a lot more torque than you expect then.
I guess there's only way to find out.
Well, here's how I look at it. If you want to do a trail crawl, you put the 55 in there. You want to go on the pavement, switch of tires and change the motor, like when you do in Ottawa. That could be that simple to you.
Welcome in, Brandon.
Brandon is there. How you doing? So let's take it apart for a second time. Maybe I should read the instruction. Get familiarized with the manual before starting to build. Okay, small gear goes on this side. We're going with the low speed, Brad. Low speed and 55 turn.
I had a feeling you were going to do that. If you wanted to go fast, you just drop the other motor in there.
Yep.
I hope the gears are easy to get to when you want to flip it around and make it go faster.
You got to open it all up.
You'll say complete tear down, probably.
Yep. That there's there. They're putting this clip on for the third time. Who's yawning?
Sorry. I had a lot of things to worry about the other earlier today, and I didn't
Okay.
get much sleep.
Aha. Okay. Now my gear is done for low speed.
Does it give you a different choice of pinions too? I mean, there's more than one different pinion in there too.
Nope, just one pinion. But there is a chart that tells you what other pinions you can use.
Uh-huh.
And, I believe I do have some different pinions than size, so I'll see near when we get there what I'm going to decide with.
Are those mod 6s?
Mod 6 is only mod 8s.
Yeah, I think this mod 8.
Okay, then it's the 32 pitch.
Yep.
I guess that makes sense since you want to use it in such a way you'd want the bigger teeth, more durable. They use the mod designation for their gears now too. Mod
Yeah.
H is and the mod 6s are 48 pitch.
I've never heard of a mod 6, Brad.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's what I swore that they said.
Don't swear. Don't swear on my show. M5, MA5, it's a 2x6mm screw. That's a friggin' small screw, man. It's a bitsy spider.
Hey Frank, what brand makes your 55 turn?
Hobby King.
Hobby King.
It's a rebuildable on top of that.
It's even better.
Does it use upright or lay down brushes?
I don't know. Let me screw that in there and maybe we can show you later. Maybe I should use a better friggin' screwdriver than this one.
I hear lay down. I've heard that lay downs actually give you a better contact patch with the commutator, and that's why it runs more efficiently.
Lay down do?
Yeah, because the width is bigger than being it up and down.
Okay.
Because of how the commutator makes things with the brushes, it wears it in a way that if you do it in lay down, you got a bigger patch that it's wearing.
They're not laid down.
They're a stand up.
Yep. Hobby King 55 turn 540.
Was that a $30 motor?
I have no idea. I don't even remember where I got this from off of. Don't know. Got it off a truck. I can't remember which one. Maybe I should test to make sure it works. Okay, that one's there. Oh, Brad, I need to take out my Tamiya screwdriver. This is a black screwdriver, but it's actually from Tamiya.
So it should be very snug with the screw head.
Yes, because Japanese Phillips are different than American Phillips.
Yep.
It is true.
And the tip of it's forged. You see that?
It's black.
Yeah, it means it's forged.
Yeah, but it's black.
Usually black is forged.
Or it's magnetic.
Both.
There you go.
It's magnetic. Okay, let's put the gears in there. Make sure we put it the right way. Not bother talking to Brad while I'm doing this. I guess I don't need to put grease right now, but I will once the gears are in there.
Sean just said that two Tamiya ships sunk, so Brad won't have no supply for a while.
Oh,
Is that what it said? Yeah, you sure they sunk, or you just playing with me?
I don't know. Something is very weird. Something does not look right with this song.
Hey Sean, I guess John Jameson wasn't on the ship to save him. It's a commercial, Brad.
Yeah.
He had a barrel of his whiskey fall off the ship, and he
Yeah.
dove into the ocean after it. And yeah,
They actually found some very old cognac in the ocean, and they desalinized it, and they took all the salt water out of it. It went back to the way it was when it was in the barrels.
yeah.
They say it goes for tons of money.
Brandon says it was on CNN, Brad.
It was on CNN.
He's playing with me again,
Who is?
Sean.
Oh,
Well, he's got help this time though.
he's got help.
Yeah, Brandon said
Oh.
Brandon Tillman said, yeah, it was on CNN. Pirates.
No more Tamiya parts. There goes my Porsche. Reminds me, I gotta keep saving up money for that Porsche.
Did you find out how much they're selling it for?
Nope. But I want one.
Yeah, Bulger says, well, if it's on CNN, you can't be true.
That's true.
Yeah, Captain Morgan was at the helm.
Captain Morgan.
Morgan?
Yeah.
Is that the captain that lift his leg up?
Yep.
What are you talking about? Our
Oh no, I made a mess. Putting grease everywhere. Okay, now we're putting grease, Brad. You happy?
Yeah, I just don't know if you'll have enough for it.
I got some other grease.
Like the stuff from Walmart in the can, that's marine grease. Is
Yeah, I got marine grease.
that what you would want in there?
These are all sealed. It's a friggin' Tamiya.
Well, they're not sealed in the hoppers, except for the DTO1. Those are sealed. Those those diff gears are sealed.
And the other one goes this way. This is a very weird transmission to play with because the gears are not staying in there until you actually put it into the truck.
So Frank, you have an interior?
Nope, I don't have an interior.
that's
You
next.
He likes interiors for his vehicles that are like this.
Oh yeah.
Is that true, Frank?
See, they want me to put the friggin' gear in there, but you can't put it unless you put the bearing first because it just won't go in. my fingers are full of grease.
Everyone type shout out 3 times and Brad will appear.
What?
There's something else, Sean.
What? I didn't understand what you just said, John.
I'm just reading the chat. Hey, Nitro Freak, how you doing? How was your weekend racing? I didn't get a
Is
chance.
it my
to see-
imagination? Did he shave his head and face? Because I've seen thumbnails that don't look like the last time I saw him.
Don't know.
I don't know.
Why don't you ask him?
Well, he heard what I said, so I'm surprised he didn't say something.
Well, either that or he hasn't answered yet.
Yeah. Okay, so this goes there, that goes there. Now I gotta sandwich everything together without losing the screw that's in there. Think I got it, Brad?
How's it feel, Frank?
Feels okay, Brad.
Now you got to screw the
Turning.
gearbox. Now you got to screw in the gearbox.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws. Are they friggin' nuts? And one very long one. It's all Phillips, and I don't have a drill.
Uh-huh.
Do. 4 of them. 4. And they gotta be 12 millimeters.
Can't wait for you to be driving this and the CC-01 at the same time.
Yeah, it won't be tonight.
No, I don't be tonight. You or your son's going to drive one or the other.
I've been taking that shaft and gear off 4 times, so that gray plastic is very easy to screw in there. Ta-da! Hey Brad, why don't you sing a song while I'm working?
Yeah, right.
You could be the piano man.
Yeah. That's it. Jessica says, "Screw it." That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
Does she have any cars?
Don't know.
Yeah. I think
What does she
does.
have?
I don't know.
What do you have, Jessica?
Jessica 2-car garage. That's what she calls herself. She's got a 2-car garage. I don't know if they're full of RCs or just cars.
I do a magnified.
You're going to find this funny, but my first girlfriend's name was Jessica.
Oh yeah.
Yes. The last time I saw her, she came and stayed with me for a few days in 2015, and she had a daughter with a little daughter.
Are you sure she wasn't yours?
Positive, because I hadn't seen her in over 30 years.
Oh, okay. RC Master, you all typing shout out, but everybody's here is already subscribed to you all. Maybe, maybe. There's how many is watching? 19 people right now.
I was saying 20, but whatever.
Yeah, that's true. 20. Count view 20 right now. Yeah.
My mom likes that name, Jessica. She wishes her name was Jessica. She likes that name.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my mom would have preferred that over Judy.
She can always get her name redone.
Yeah, but she won't do that.
Wow. Note the direction. Darn.
Did you screw something up, Frank?
No, I'm just looking at the rest of the parts that I have to put together. To make sure that I'm not screwing up anything.
Yeah, now you got to get the motor and the pinion.
Yep. So I guess that's the part I need. A5. Is that 5? Yes, it is. It's weird that the part that actually holds the spur is actually not metal. It's actually plastic.
Huh.
Is that spur gear black?
Yeah.
It could be one of those more. It could be a carbon spur where it has more carbon in it, so it might be stronger.
Maybe. Maybe not. So I guess it doesn't matter on what side it is.
Jessica said 22 RCs and 10 full size, mostly XX and XXXXTs. My first Stampede in 94 and 4 RC 24s and an 84 RC 10. The list goes on.
Oh yeah.
Why isn't she? I don't think I've ever seen any of her videos. I swear I would unless she do videos.
Don't know. Go check it out. Go check it out and come back later.
Jessica, too. You invited me here, Frank.
Yeah, you're the one asking. I'm doing this for you. I'm doing this build exactly for you. I've wanted to do this for a longest time, is build a Tamiya while you're watching, just so you'd saliva all over the place.
Well, I'm not drooling, Frank.
I know.
I'm not being monosyllabic, whatever they call it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not masticating, which is the word for that.
Okay. Just keep your camera on. Well, we don't know if you are because we don't see your hands. So
masticating has to do with chewing.
okay, okay. That is so weird. Now, where's that other pin? There it is.
You got lots of pins.
Yep.
Now where are the needles?
Now I have to find the hole.
That's what she said.
Yep.
Sean's missing out on that.
My thumbs. There, I got it in. Ooh, so nice and smooth, Brad.
I would certainly hope so.
And I need another one of those small little tiny screws to hold the pin. See, even this camera, everything is black. You guys don't see.
I wish you had a closer view too.
Yeah, I think I can zoom in and play with the camera a little bit, but.
Yep.
But I just installed a pin in there, and now I got to put a screw to stop from the pin from coming back out.
And that's an 84 tooth, you said, or an 82 tooth?
Yeah.
I think he said 83.
80 something.
Yeah.
83. Yeah. Good memory.
I'm sure that feels different than the white gears, the dark one.
No, I'm not racist. I don't care if it's white or black.
Oh my God.
No, call me Tank or Frank.
Frank, you know what I mean.
I kind of feel bad when people are calling me God. It's almost like a Traxxas gearbox. I got the gears here, and that's there. Hey, I thought this was a 4x4.
It is. I have a feeling that that plastic is more durable than the nylons inside.
Probably. Maybe I need an overhead lamp. Water break. Talk too much.
Jessica
says I type slow. I hate typing during lives. That's why I do live show and I talk, because I don't like typing.
Who really does?
Mhm. Okay, so that's done. Now I got to put the cover for the spur gear and actually put another stupid nut there into this cap.
Is there like 6 gears in total?
There was 4 here. There's 4 here in the transfer case. There's the spur gear, so that's your 5th gear.
And that's the pinion is the 6th.
And then you get the pinion, yeah.
Did you send her an invite? She could be on the screen with us. It'd be easier for her than typing.
True. Send me an email to tankrc@gmail.com and I'll send you an invite. That's what I say to everybody. Okay. Now I need a small little nut in there. Drop a nut.
Yep. You're the nut.
Yep.
I was just saying, he's in chat with us. Oh, sorry, Brad.
What? What? I didn't hear that entirely. What did you say?
He said he's looking for a nut. I go, yeah, he's here in chat with us. Oh, sorry, Brad. I didn't see you here.
Oh, well, I said Frank was the nut. And he agreed.
Sure, Brad.
That sounds like something Brett would say.
Sure, Brad.
No, usually that nut's behind the wheel with Brad or with
He says nuts besides that one.
So next week, Brad, if you don't get an invite, don't wonder why, okay?
Hey, Frank.
What?
I'm joking with you. You're joking with me. I can't joke with you. What is with that?
oh, here it is, you know. He got an invite this week and he almost didn't know about it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have because I gave up on having Tamiya Tuesdays.
So am I gonna have to get your real phone and actually give you a buzz? Just so
Not if you want to be, not if you're consistent on Tuesdays, then that won't happen.
Uh-huh. They're saying to put some grease where the nut is, Brad. Do you know why they put grease in the nut where the nut is?
I guess to help stop some wear and have it lubricated for something.
So it sticks in there, and it's like it acts like a little bit of a glue, and when you turn it around, it doesn't come out.
Oh, how big? That's a small nut then.
Yeah.
It's a sticky situation.
Yeah. 310. Where the heck are all the other 10 millimeter screw?
I didn't expect this gearbox to take this long.
I'm slow. What can I say? Sorry.
No, you're not slow. You're just being thorough.
Yeah. Sure.
No, and it's brand new, so as soon as you get used to it, you will be easier and quicker for you to do.
Either that or it'll be easier and quicker next time he has to build a transmission like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ten.
Who
10,
knows? Frank
12.
Frank may get the Unimog version of it. The one we saw with the light bluish color and the red rims.
So the 110 millimeter goes on top. Man, I should turn on my heating fan because it's friggin' hot in here. Not my heating fan, but my cooling fan. Okay. So this is like this. And that means a 10 millimeter goes way on top here. Hate that when they put same screw everywhere, but just one screw is 10 millimeter. The rest are all 12.
Yeah.
Oh, 18 people watching. And we're losing people. Right, left, and center. Long live Tamiya Tuesday. Worst part is I'm gonna have to put all this back in the box once we're done and continue next week. Because I will not continue this build while I'm not on. So 2 hours at a time. Took an hour to do this so far.
And how far do you think you'll get in two?
Don't know. I don't want to take a guess. First time I built this thing. Hey, the transmission looks good.
Yep, transfer case and everything.
So I guess this sits like that. That goes to the front axle. This goes to the rear axle, or one or the other. One way or the other. Cool. Oh, I need a little cap. Don't forget the thumbs up. That's what Nightbot is saying. Our RCMM beauty is in the eye of the beer holder.
I'll drink to that.
That's what Magnified says.
Yeah. Magnify also said a 24-hour live stream.
Oh, there we go.
That's something Bill does.
Oh, what's this cover for? Oh, that
I
goes,
love extra parts.
that goes over there. It actually hides the
Pinion.
the pinion, yeah. So you adjust your pinion, and then once you're done, you can put the cover on.
How many holes does it have to adjust pinion size?
It's a slider.
Oh, okay. Does it come with those little metal slits, little metal stackable things, or is it just use a washer and you tighten it in the position?
It's got sliders. I
Well,
don't know what you mean by your little.
Years ago on some of my kits, I had these little metal shelving thing, metal shelving pieces, and you would have to take them out if you wanted to change the pinion size to make it move. And then they started
Show
doing
yours, Brad. John, show yours.
Right there.
See?
There's
yeah.
Where's the slider?
They were metal pieces that you could pull out to change the pinion. Came with several of them, and you stack them, and you can take them out to change the pinion in relation to the spur.
There, Brad. People can see your face now when I'm actually working. It's you and me are on. You and me are on, Brad, just like that. What's on the next page? Oh, we're actually going to install the motor. Hey, maybe I should put this crawler motor in there instead.
Welcome in, Jake.
Hey, Jake.
It's a 5-slot, 16 turn. It's like a 35 turn. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. What do I do? What do I do? Do I put the 55 or do I just put the silver can? I did go with a low gear.
So see what the 55 turn will do with the low gear.
That's a big difference of motor, man. Holy cow.
One's more round in the barrel.
Well, it's just the length of this can.
The length on that thing looks monstrous.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense is the brush are inside here compared to here, the brush are there. So it does make pretty much sense. But this one's a little longer. The silver can's longer.
Well, the 55 is going to be a torque monster anyway.
And with the low gearing that you put in there, just imagine how much more torque you're going to get with it.
Yeah, that's why I'm putting the silver can for now.
Oh, to test that situation.
Yeah, if I have to change a motor after, I'll just change it. I'll see what it is stock, what it comes stock with low gear, and worry about it later.
You know, if I had my Hummer still, I would have used that. I should have set up. I put a 2-fast motor in the when I had it, the Hummer version of their cars, and a Hummer 12
Yeah,
scale.
I used to have a girlfriend like that.
So as I was saying, I would probably put the silver can in it because that car was never that fast in the first place.
Hey, Tank, I was going to go worse on that, but I'm nice.
Okay.
I was going to ask you, did she whistle Dixie too?
I did say on my video, I did say that this is not for children.
Okay.
So we should be good. So it's a 16 tooth pinion.
Okay.
Brad.
All right. I assume you could go lower if you wanted even more torque.
You mean
I think it would go. I think it would. Smaller pinion, smaller. Smaller pinion would. I think they go down by two teeth at a time or something like that.
No, they go down by one.
Well, I thought that. Well, I remember. Well, because my kits I've had in the past, they always went down to 2 different teeth at a time if they had more than 2. Or
well, with the slide, you can do whatever you need to do with it, as long as it fits.
He could go to a 10 turn, a 10 tooth,
or possibly up to a 23. It all depends.
Oh, they want me to put at 14 millimeter, and I got it at 14.3 just by eye. I missed it by 0.3 millimeter just by putting it by eye. Darn. No, it went too much in. Oh no. There, perfect. We'll use a caliper to put a pinion on. And people wonder why it takes so long to do a build. See, Brad, when you put this piece of paper on, when you put the piece of paper, you do have to line it up with the screws, eh?
I did try to do that, and it was hard to keep it in one place to make it align with the can.
And what's neat with this is that it does compress and it stays in place.
I tried to compress it; it wouldn't compress. It wouldn't stay in one place. Every time I put it in there, it would move.
And if it doesn't, then you can actually put some grease and then it
I
actually
did
sticks
that
on.
too. I did that too, Frank.
There's a lot of little tricks I can show you, Brad.
Yeah, but those tricks didn't work. I tried those tricks.
Little CA glue.
Silly rabbit, tricks are for kids.
I don't know if I want to do CA glue on my car, my motor.
Okay, I need big washers for the motor washers. Where the frig are they? I don't see them.
I see still you have a couple of C clips. I wonder where those are going to go.
Yeah, there's 2 of them. I don't know.
That might
Hopefully
be
they're just
extras in
extras.
case- They might
Hopefully
be
they're
extras
extras.
in case you drop them.
Yeah, they're probably
Yeah,
extras.
or they fly across the room.
MA9, it should have been in this bag, but I don't see those washers at all. I'm supposed to have 2 washers. Oh, wait. Man, those things are small. They were actually stuck into the bushings.
They were sticking to the bushings. That doesn't sound right.
Nope, they were sticking to the bushings. I'm telling you.
Those brass bushings are only good for using for weight.
Are they?
That's what I would use them for. That's the only ones that because it comes with brass bushings.
Okay.
You don't want to keep those for like what you guys do. If you want more weight on your crawler, you keep that to do that. Even some off-road buggies sometimes need more weight up front to keep it from wheeling too much or not staying stable in the air when it jumps.
Oh man, that cardboard is being a pain in the ass. I think I'm going to take it off. It's not staying, Brad. It's not staying. I'm just toying with you. There. Man, a little bit more and it's going to be just like right at the edge. Now, you guys can't see that because it's friggin' dark. It's even dark for me. Need better lighting.
So is it just moving slightly between the teeth?
Yep.
That's what we want.
Let me position that for you, Brad, in just a few seconds or minutes or hours. I'll be done. It moved too much, Brad.
Magnify said all of his E and C clips end up in that Traxxas dimension.
The
Yep.
Traxxas dimension. It's like losing your socks in the dryer. Like why did the pair break up? Where do they go?
The washer got hungry.
No, the dryer got hungry and it went into
I'm
some
saying-
black hole. It went into a little singularity.
Being temperamental, Brad.
Are you serious?
Yep. That's stupid. Motor is installed. And she's not too tight. She's not too loose.
That's what she said.
Oh, she's pretty good. She's not too loose. I'm telling you. She's perfect. It says allow clearance for gear to run smoothly. Really? Now we put the cover on.
Did you put grease on the pinion?
Nope, I never put grease on the pinion. Never, ever, ever do I put grease on the pinion. I don't know why, but I never put grease on the pinion. Am I supposed to put grease on the pinion?
I've always thought that you needed to.
Oh, they said to put grease on the pinion. But I never put grease on the pinion. And I never had issues with my trucks. So I guess I'll take it apart and I'll put grease on the pinion just to make Brad happy. A little bit of white grease on the pinion.
What's your clearance?
Oh, that's a transmission that's going to be fast. I
You
don't know
think
why
so?
some guys, when they do a speed rig with a SCX10 speed rig or whatever, I don't know why they don't change transmission like a transmission like this. Like this would give them speed, I think. I'm just thinking out loud. Okay, so it's almost 11 o'clock, 30 minutes to go, and we're only at step 8. And bag 2. Ah, we're already in bag 2. So I got to find all these parts, which is the
Drive shafts.
battery case,
Oh.
and the bottom chassis. Gotta find some parts. That doesn't look like a battery case.
They want you to build the differentials.
Nope, not yet. Ah, this looks like it. Yep, all this bag, this wonderful bag. Again, I'm surprised on the quality of this plastic. It's not Tamiya, the normal Tamiya plastic I'm used to. It's very flexible and it's different than the like a CC-02 or TTO1. It's kind of cool. Magnifite's doing a shout out. Make sure I cut all the right stuff and not the wrong stuff on this thing. Like, why do they even bother leaving this that goes around it? And it's absolutely for nothing. I guess it's to show the part number. Part E5. Bingo.
I wonder what battery will fit in there.
One about that long. It slides in there.
You think a square one will fit in there? Square lipo?
Yep.
Might be a shorty pack the way it looks to me.
No, the long one should fit in there. See, lots of room. Zoom. Okay, E6. This should be E6.
That looks like a chassis piece.
Why? That's where a transmission actually hooks up to.
So it is a subframe.
Yep. Brad, if you're gonna cough, mute yourself, please, because some people here have headphones, and it's really gonna hurt their ear. Thank you. F6 for the other one. Those are dry shafts. F6 is this one. It's like a battery tray thingamajig.
Thingamajig.
Thingamajig jig, yeah.
Yeah.
So see the whole transmission sits in there like that. It's kind of cool.
It's cradled.
Yep. It's like a little cradle. Wonder if I can-
There are parts of cars that they do consider something a cradle. So
I bring up the contrast, you're starting to see more details. Oh, there we go. Everything else is blooming. But everything just sits in there. And then on the dark
actually,
side,
the cradle looks darker than the gearbox.
it is. This is black and the gearbox is actually gray.
Oh, so you like the contrast?
Yeah, it's different, but still this plastic it's a different plastic than like the TT01 or
CC-01.
CC01, yeah.
So you happy with the plastic?
Yeah, it seems to be okay. Yeah, I'll leave it like that. That seems to be not bad. So now I gotta find bag B. This is bag B. Plastic bushing. Why I keep all these plastic bushing, I don't know, but I think I'm gonna start throwing them away.
I do. I'm starting to do that. But I keep the brass ones for who knows what you could ever eventually use those for. At least, again, it's a metal, so you might as well keep them around.
Okay, I got some spare parts here, which I'm gonna push up and away.
I think you like the idea that the thing is two-toned.
I don't care that it's two-tone. I just scared that it seems like better plastic.
Well, shouldn't be scared. It's better plastic.
Well, it's better plastic than the TT01 and TT02 because to me the TT01 and TT02 has brittle it's more brittle. Metal. Why are they giving me metal for? I didn't know they had metal in this truck.
Yeah, I did. They're parts of the frame at the ends, if I'm not mistaken.
Probably for the adjustability.
And adjustability. I told him he could do 3 different widths, 3 different wheelbases on it, meaning he could fit CC-01 bodies on it. That's what they say.
Jessica says, wouldn't that mean you have to take the whole thing apart to change the gears? Yes, you do. But one good thing is that the transmission is just like an SCX10 or Traxxas or any other devices. You just take the transmission off of the out of the truck here. It's like a little cradle. There's 2 screws to take off, and you can work on your transmission, and you don't have to take off the whole truck again. But yes, to reopen the transmission, you do have to open up some gears. But what's nice with it is that to change from high to low, I only have 4 gears to take off. I don't have to take off the motor. I don't have to take off the pinion or the spur. I just have to take off these 4 screws here. And this is the start where I first started with this. And this is where I would change the high and low gear.
And you would slide it out and slide a new one in.
Yeah, slide it out, flip the gears, and then put it back in. And then you're done. You put it back on, hook up your dry shaft, and you're off to the races.
So fixing the transmission might not be too terrible.
No, it should be not bad. Lot of tiny screws everywhere.
Yeah, it's understandable to use the plastic bushings and the saltwater crawlers. They're magnified.
Man, I'm sweating. Like it's friggin' hot in here.
We're going to be in the 90s a lot this week.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And my air conditioner went out on my car. I don't know what's.
Mine's not working that good. We bought one a few years back, 5 years ago, and we've been crying ever since. Like it's a piece of crap. Now we're changing it to a better one, and $8,000 is going to cost us.
Oh, are you talking about for the house?
Yeah, for the house.
Oh, I was talking about my car. You see, I get air conditioning going good in my house, and then my car one dies. I'm hoping it's just a clutch of the compressor, which would be the cheapest, one of the cheapest repairs for it.
Maybe it needs to be Freon added to it. Maybe there's a
You know what was weird? I was accelerating on the highway. It was coming out cold, and when I started accelerating, and then when I had my accelerating on the highway, eventually it just started coming out. So I don't know what that how could have happened. The air conditioner was working perfectly fine, and then mid pull on the accelerator and the push on it, and it did that to me.
Well, like I said, maybe it's just the fact that something decided little pinhole or something or other in one of your hoses, and
I'm hoping it's something cheap to repair, because it was working perfectly fine, and then when I accelerated, it just stopped. I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear a belt bust or anything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I've heard a belt bust when I had an old Loyal Subaru on the highway. All of a sudden I heard a cling, and it ripped and made a clang and probably fell out on the highway when I was moving.
Clang?
Yeah. A rip and a clang.
So this goes in the front here. Yeah, the camera is way better like this. I brought up the brightness of the camera. Now you can actually see the depth and some details.
The detail?
Plastic. Compared to
Are you confused about something, Frank?
Yes. That's exactly where to put this. Like you can put it farther back or forward, or
That's probably in another adjustable wheelbase situation.
okay.
So
I need some 10mm, 15mm screws.
So I would think you would need different shafts if you wanted to go shorter or longer or whatever.
Yep.
And it fell off.
Yeah, it fell off. That's okay. Because I'm looking for screws right now, and I'm looking over my glasses.
And it's very different than the CC-01.
Oh yes, very. The chassis is not the same at all.
It's modular.
Yeah.
I certainly hope you'll have fun with it like you did your CC-01.
Yep, I hope so too. Now where the heck am I? 15mm. That looks like it. That's a 15. Another 15. Another 15.
I don't think I've ever had a 15mm screw for my cars.
Oh no?
From them. Nope.
That's another one. So 3 15mm. I'm supposed to have 2 washers in there somewhere. There's one. Oh, 1 washer. There's this part.
Sounds like that bouncing of the screws. It sounds like a familiar sound to me.
Oh.
Like something bouncing, some type of metal bouncing.
Yeah, it's a screw.
No, but it's not I would not associate it with a screw dropping.
Okay. Okay, so 10mm, 15mm at the back.
Does it need to be on the longest wheelbase? I would think it would.
Oh no, this one has just one spot that can go because the bottom screw here only has 1 hole. There is 3, but I mean, there's 3 spots here on the sides, but So you got 3 screws here, 3 screws here, but here is only 1.
Those ends that go on the chassis, I think that controls your wheelbase. The metal ends.
The metal ends.
The ones you were I didn't think that there was going to be metal in it.
Oh, okay. Probably.
See you later, Mass Master.
See you later, Mass Master. Thanks for being a moderator.
Ask Master.
Yeah, it says it's 4:15, time to pass out.
Sounds good. Thank you for hanging out with us and listening to Brad and John Martin.
I'm just a quiet church mouse.
Mhm.
You and Jake are that way.
Okay, 15 millimeters there.
There's the other frame rail.
Oh my God. A lot of holes there. There's a lot, like there's 8 holes. Like it's crazy how many holes there is over here.
And I bet you it'll tell you what those holes are for too.
Yeah, you gotta put the screws in it.
I think it shows adjustability having the level of screw holes.
Yep. So that goes there and that goes there. And I gotta put it on the center hole.
You remember the old Jeep body they had on their CC-01? Well, you could probably make it fit this chassis and it would look just like the Jeep should have had, with full two live axles on it.
Maybe.
At least it would be a different. At least it would be a different Jeep body, Frank, compared to everybody else is trying to be an older one. I'm not an in between the Willys and and the newer style Jeeps.
Mm-hmm.
It's right, magnified, and Jake. Well, that cat's away. Us mice will play.
Who's the cat and who's the mice?
No, it's a very knowledgeable church mouse, JM. That's what Magnified said, and Jake goes, if we're church mice, that can cause trouble. I'm like, yeah. Well, the mice, well, the cat's away, the mice will play.
Sam, meow. He being a stinker, like Tinker?
He was outside when it started thundering, lightning, and pouring.
22 millimeter screw, Brad.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's a very long screw.
Yeah, it's 22 millimeters.
Have you ever seen a 22 millimeter screw for your cars?
Yeah, for other trucks, but not for a Tamiya.
Wow, 22 millimeter.
I think that's the longest one for this.
I think some of the screws in a Traxxas 2-wheel drive transmission are that length.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's true, eh?
So there's 1 or 2 of them, but they're there.
Wow, there's cacophony of different length screws in this kit.
Okay, so that one's done. That one's done. Now there's the battery holder. Not sure what's going to come here to hold the battery for it to fall down, not to fall down, but there's the battery holder here that actually flips around. One is actually higher than the other. Have to make sure I hold it like they say they do. They say to use a screw just in case your battery is too big.
Hey, Jake, I know I sent you a buggy video, but I thought you should know what was in that buggy. I'm sure you realize that's what I said in the comment to you in the email.
You sent them a buggy video?
Yeah, because he's talking about the hex screws and the full ball bearings, and I showed him the T before. The TD4 had all of that, what he wanted
Oh, yeah.
in a kit if he was into buggies. He had the hex screws and the full ball bearings.
Trail Critter RC's in the chat. How you doing?
Magnify said, there's one thing I like about Tamiya's. I can replace a Phillips head screwdriver with one trip to the hardware store.
True.
Well, actually, I had a hard time finding a particular length for my rims for my Grasshopper. That was a problem.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, I went to Menards and they didn't have a 2x10.
So you go to Lowe's.
I could try that next time, but I when I've brought screws from my hobby cars, they couldn't find them to fit them. Some of them are proprietary.
No, sometimes you go to another place that I'd like to go to. It's called Fastenal.
Oh, you have those in your area too?
Yeah, I have Fastenal in my area.
I don't know if I have that in my area, Fastenal.
Oh, it's great. Any size screw, any shape, any thread pattern, anything.
They would make it for you.
What's that?
And they make it for you.
No, they have them right there. You can buy a whole box of them for like,
Yeah, well, you're gonna have to tell me if there's any right near me. And they have the same with nuts too.
Yeah. Anything that you use to fasten something with, they have there.
Oh, yeah. I have to find a C9, C8. Is that a S? Is that a 9 or a 6?
Take a look at the directions. It'll tell you.
Why they put everything in the bag? I hate when they put these ball things. That's why I like the metal ones. But it's on a tree, so it's never perfectly round. Okay, so now I need a washer. We'll get her done, Brad. We'll get her done.
Get her done.
Yeah, there's one in Cleveland.
Where?
Canal Road.
Ah, that's in the Valley area, at Valley View or Independence. You'll have to send me the address, okay?
Man, do you want him to drive you there?
No, I'll drive myself there. When he came in once, he wanted to do all the driving. I wanted to do the driving, but he wanted to do the driving.
Okay.
Well, I did that for a reason, Brad.
Why? Because you had your car.
Why? First off, I had to rent a car. Second off, I had money for gas. And I knew it was going to take a whole $10 to fill, or $20 to fill the tank.
I'm full of thumbs tonight. Something went flying. I heard something flying, but I don't know what went flying.
I don't care about JavaScript.
don't care about JavaScript.
Yeah, I was looking up other things, and it's saying JavaScript error,
Uh,
and I'm like, I don't care.
there we go, the battery holder. She's done. Well, when I bring up the brightness, it's harder to see. Oh, it's not bad here. Part 8 is done. 24. Chassis rails. See, I thought these chassis rails were actually metal, but they're all plastic. I got to find a whole bunch of plastics now. Some C's. I think these are C's. Yes, they are. My other chassis rails. Hey, Jessica, 2 car garage is still there.
Yeah.
Oh, Brad's making some noise. We're not sure why. The receiver box. It's about time they put receiver boxes in these. I like Java in the morning.
Yeah, it is safer that I drive too. I agree with you, Jake.
Did you rent a car or you drove your own car?
Oh, I did a rent a car last time I went out.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. My truck doesn't want to run, and I don't trust transmission even if it was running.
Okay.
It's just starting to get to that point where it just wants to start slipping.
Hmm.
So it's like, okay.
I really wish they would have did these in metal. It's probably still strong, but I'm so used to have chassis rails in metal.
Well, yeah, because most everything is the metal chassis rails.
Yep.
You know, whether it's the RC 4-wheel drive or the GCM or
Well, the parts at the back, these parts are in metal. The one that goes in the back.
Oh, it's just a coupler piece that's plastic.
Yeah, this piece is plastic.
Oh, okay.
The long piece is plastic, but the piece that goes at the end, this is metal.
Oh, okay.
So we got that. Now I need some C3s. How many C3s do I need?
As long as it's C3, not C4.
Pum pum pum. I think I need 2 of them. C3. Right here. I got 2 trees of C's. Be a lot of fun with the C's. Okay, so I got my rails, I got my 2 things. What else do I need? Attaching the main frame. I got to squeeze in some nuts in there. So I got to squeeze the nuts.
Don't squeeze too much, that might hurt.
Let me know if it starts to hurt. I'll stop.
Ow!
Okay. Somebody stole my pliers. That's my 55 turn motor that stole it. Okay, I squished one nut. Did you feel that?
Yeah.
See, I'm gentle. And the other one is done.
So Jake, when you mean, so what you're meaning to tell me, you're asking if the 20 car did over 20. So when I drive through Canada and it's saying 100, it doesn't actually mean 100 miles an hour?
No.
Oh. I wonder why Canada's a blur when I go to New York.
Wow.
What's that?
No, you said Canada's a blur when you go to New York.
Well, yeah, well, if you're going through it at 100 miles an hour.
Once you get to Canada, it's 100 kilometers an hour.
Oh, I knew there was something wrong here in this translation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kidding. But it's funny. It's funny when I'm going faster than what the speed limit is, and I'm still getting passed.
Oh yeah.
Hmm. Especially on 401 and 402, and let's see here. What's the other one I'm on? Yeah, I think it's 401 and 402.
Dropping some nuts into this thing. Kind of interesting the way they got that done.
Yeah, I know magnified. It's called impoundation of an automatic loss of license. But since I'm out of country, that might get a little bit more fun.
Well, that was a lot of fun. Whew.
Just think of it this way: the Mounties got to get really fast with them horses to catch me.
True. So I'm at the point of mounting the rails to the frame, or to one of the main frame anyways. Attaching the main frame. Then I got to do the subframe, front and rear, which includes the shock towers and a whole bunch of stuff. And then I deal with the servo. Cool.
In Canada, the Mounties have lights on their horses.
Yeah. So Brad, it's that time.
That time?
It's that time, yeah.
Darn. You get the frame done?
I got it cut. I got all my parts. Here's a frame.
Oh. And it has the metal ends and it's plastic in between the metal ends.
That is correct.
Hopefully it'll still be stiff enough for you. That's what she said.
Yeah. My shirt is 2 colors. What's going on?
Nothing. I had to use the John.
No, my shirt is 2 colors.
Oh. Thought you said, what's going on?
You know, the ears are like feet, eh? You can clean them.
But sometimes your tongue gets in front of your eye tooth and you can't see what you're saying.
Get that smirk on your face, John. So what are you gonna do? When are you gonna do it again? Next Tuesday?
Yeah, next Tuesday.
Then you'll start putting everything together, the shocks and the axles and.
Yeah, right after the chassis rails or the frame, we're putting the rear tower, which are attached on those little metal piece. The front tower, which has the servo mount, which means we'll install the servo next week.
So it doesn't show that it has adjustable wheelbase, doesn't it, with those metal ends?
Well, you adjust it with your shock tower. Yeah, you can adjust your shock tower, and that would adjust your wheelbase.
So at least you know that you could change the wheelbase on it and get a different body for it if you wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
And so is that your CC-02? Yes, I just shortened the wheelbase, guys. You'd have to get new shafts to fit it, I'm sure, too.
Well, those shafts are extendable. They're like the Traxxas Slash. So.
Oh, so they're telescopic.
Yeah.
That's good. Then you won't need to get new shafts. That's what she said.
Yeah, and we'll be dropping the motor, building some dry shafts, and then start building diffs for the axles.
And those are all metal. I saw that big metal parts bag. It had a lot of metal in there.
Yep.
So I assume I'm hoping it can take a lot of torque in those diffs.
I hope so. We might be putting a 55 turn in there, so I hope it can take torque.
And and it shows you the locking parts of the diff. The little.
Yeah, I gotta find out where to lock it, but I know how to lock a diff usually.
Yeah, I think they're just things that you put into the gearbox and it locks it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a way also that some people, you take the gear, you take one of them out and you put it between the two and it actually locks them.
Oh yeah, you're talking about one of the little spider gears.
Yeah.
But you remember on that plastic piece that went into the rear end of the CC-01, if you wanted to, that was a locking piece. And I thought that's what those locking pieces would look like for this car.
Oh yes, they do have this in here. They do have the diff lock differentials. Spacers there are plastic, and you actually put them in, and you don't put those spider gears.
Okay, so how are you going to proceed with that?
I'm going to install them.
Okay, you're going to install those plastic pieces.
Yeah. Let's see, Eagle Eye camera. So am I going to have to change the brightness of this? Let's find out.
So it has a two-tiered chassis. It has the frame rails and what's in between.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that triangular piece. Yep. And I bet it's black. I bet they're black.
Hold on. Spotlight for everybody. That's not focused. Trying to grab my little window there so I can adjust the focus. Take that off of focus. Okay.
That triangle piece in the middle, and I'm sure they're made out of the stronger plastic too, because they have to lock the diffs.
Let me reset everything. Hold on. I didn't like the look of this.
You know, what's interesting too, Frank, is that you could still build the spider gear diff parts if they come separately, unless I thought maybe you could have two different.
So
things.
basically, if you're building a normal diff, you're building it this way. But they do give you these metal plastic, the C7.
Yeah.
And these C7, that's what you clip together and you put where that is, and that actually locks the diff.
And you'll still have all those metal pieces around to make it open if you wanted to.
Yeah, well, I won't install these. So in other words, the little cross there, the little tri cross, and these little spider gears will not be installed.
But you'll keep them around anyways.
Yeah, yeah. So we'll lock the diffs, and theoretically we should have C7. We should have 2 of those.
Yep. And was it called C7 on the CC-01 too?
I have no idea. I don't remember that far back. Let's see if I can't find that.
One thing's for sure, if you wanted to lock the front diff on your CC-01, you could take one of those spider gears and put it in there.
Yep. Yeah, there's a bunch of different ways you can actually do it.
That's how you'd have to do it on the other one.
Yeah, so here's the spotlight for everyone. So I do have 2 of them. Let me bring up the brightness again. You see here, this actually sits where and I do have 2 of them. And I should still have my other one from my CC-01. So there's 2 of them for the front and rear diff.
But the CC-01 will have one, so you lock it in the rear. This put a spider gear from that kit and lock the front on that.
No, but what I'm saying on my CC-01, I do have
one of those.
Yes, I have 2 of those for the CC-01. I've already used one, but now I got to use the other one. I got to just open up the box, find my spare box where I put all my spare parts for the CC-01, and just grab that and put it in there.
Hey, at least you have extra ones in case they fail.
Sure.
But hopefully they'll never fail. Hopefully they're made out of that fiberglass plastic.
So what have we built today? Not much.
It took you a couple of hours to get that far, didn't it?
Well, we build this.
Yes.
Mission, and we built this. Part of the chassis. Now I'm flipping it around and I'm losing my screws that I just put in there.
And
what's going to happen?
So it's more complex than you expect it to be, that kit.
It is. There's quite a bit of, like, all these parts there, all these things to build the chassis, and the way they've done it. It is a little bit not convoluted, but there's a lot of different little parts, which a lot of guys have been telling me sometimes they build a Tamiya kit and it's over-engineered. And I think that's what's happening with this, is that they overthought things and try to make it to scale, or trying to over-engineering it, period. So
it's not a first-time kit for someone, that's for sure.
It's not that bad. You follow the instruction, you go slowly, it should be not bad. It is going to be a cool little crawler. It is going to be a fun little cool crawler once it's done. But yeah, it can't compete versus a TRX4. That I guarantee you it cannot. But it's going to offer a great challenge. And that's what I see in this, is because it's going to have small tires, short wheelbase. So it's going to be challenging.
What's also interesting is that you say it's over-engineered, but those spots might be there for a lot of new extra parts they'll make.
Maybe.
You know, aftermarket parts, pop-up parts.
Mm-hmm.
They already have quite a bit of hop-up parts stuff for the suspension and everything already for them.
Yeah, at the local hobby store, I have actually ordered some pop-ups for it. When I bought the kit, I told the guy, put these on order. Never heard anything from him again. So I don't know if they're still all on order or what's going on. I don't know.
Well, I don't know how you could, I mean, you could call California. I mean, I don't know what they'll get you. You know, sometimes the easiest way to get parts is actually from them directly.
Yeah, maybe, but what I'm saying is I asked the hobby store to order something. I never heard anything from them. I know I can call the Canadian distributor. I've done that in the past for Tamiya, and I've got stuff from there. But,
they didn't get me the gears I needed to fix up my rear end on my next kit. So that upset me. They couldn't get it. Then I had to look on eBay and I found them.
okay.
Oh, the grasshopper.
Yeah, for my Grasshopper 2.
I still don't understand how you smoke that gear up.
The pinion slipped.
The pinion slipped because you didn't put it tight enough, or
I don't know. I swear I put it on tight enough, and I was running it for a little bit. Not all at once and one day, and then one day when I tried it again, it went slip.
okay.
You know how you prevent that from happening, Brad, right?
I used the grub screw that came with the pinion I got. It had the Loctite on it already.
Yeah, put more on it.
I mean, you got the gear, and some of the teeth are fine here, but it's messed up here.
Yeah, it chewed one side, not the other.
Yeah, it chewed one side.
So Brad wanted to know how thick this one was. It's actually not bad, but it does have the body in there. 26, 27 page,
More than the CC-01.
31 pages.
That's more than the CC-01 by several, I'm sure. I always thought that cone gear, for the front end for the CC-01 was kind of cool. That cone-shaped gear.
Okay. So until we get to the body post for the body, and that's the last step, it's step 45.
That's a lot of steps.
And we just we started step 9.
So you got a long way to go, Frank.
So if we do 10 steps per night or 9 steps per night, we're here for 4 weeks, 5 weeks.
Yeah, and then you'll find another Tamiya to get one day and be doing it again for another 10. Right? I finally saw a video of the Citroen Rally front-wheel drive M chassis car. Finally, no one's ever done a video on it with those tires on it and the rally version of the Citroen, and I finally saw someone run one. I was like, why? Why didn't they do that? It's cool that at least it's front-wheel drive and you get to have those rally tires on it and see what it does.
Mm-hmm.
It actually handled pretty good at the dirt. So, I mean,
Oh, I do have shock oil. So those shocks are
Yes, they are.
oil filled.
yeah, and I heard when people have talked about that, they're pretty. I think I once heard someone say they're buttery smooth.
They should, because I like that they put a little bladder. They do have a little bladder on top, which I like for those shocks.
And you can change I think there's a different piston part that has different holes in it for different way you want it to feel. If I'm not mistaken. I think it has the little the little piece too that goes on the top of the shaft. You can change the hole count, and that changes the way it feels.
I don't see that right now. I'm looking for it.
I've seen that in their kits before. The new ones I've gotten, they have just a metal one that has a metal shaft, metal round piece on the shaft. But those should have plastic and an E-clip to hold it in place.
No, it looks like a nail. It does have a flat metal part on top.
Oh, it doesn't have the little circular.
No, you do not have the options. You do not have the options for these shocks either.
You could always I know you could probably get the shafts to fit that, get those types to put in there too. I'm sure you could.
If it was up to that point, Brad, I'd just get new shocks. I'm looking for those shock shafts right now. There's the dry shaft. It should be in this bag of shocks, of shock parts. Je ne le vois pas. I cannot see. No, don't know where the heck they are. I'll find them when it comes time.
I wonder what your son will say when that one's built, when you have both of them going, which one he'll pick to drive.
Don't know. But he does want to drive the other one. He's been saying that he hasn't driven it. And I said, no, I know you haven't. I took it all on the trail real quick at the back here.
Yeah.
It was not bad. It's just the front needed to be locked, but
And now you'll have a little things to lock them up front, the little bevel gears.
yep. Yeah, those shafts are in D bag, just I can't see them right now. But by the drawing, it just shows a flat metal top and it's kind of slotted on each side for the oil to go up.
Yeah, but they've made shocks where you could actually change that part on the shaft.
Guru needs four more subs. So if anybody's not sub to Guru, Guru put shout out. Yeah, he did already. A little higher.
It'll be at
up.
1,000. It'll be 1,000.
Yeah, looks like he's missing a few for 1,000.
I think it's funny when he was letting his wife drive the nitros or the gas power.
Oh no, he's missing a few to hit 300.
Oh, so I thought it was funny when she was just flipping the big vehicles. She was driving it.
I could unsubscribe and resubscribe and make you feel better.
What did he see laughing?
I don't know.
Guru still hasn't tried to get in touch with me.
No, but last time on the live, he did mention he wants to go. He has to go see you.
Yes, and
So
he needs.
He hasn't forgotten about you.
Well, I'd like him to come see me, and eventually we can get icons to join us. That was a plan not too long ago, and then ended up happening. I don't have his beasts. I just have what I have.
10 more minutes, 4 a.m. for me. Really?
Yeah, 11:51.
Yeah, same here. 11:51. See, we're having our after-hour show after the build, but we're talking, but we're still live.
Okay. What do you think? You say you're not going to be able to get anything again until Christmas for yourself, right?
Never know.
I have a feeling you'll do a couple of Tamiyas a year. You'll have 2 new ones every year. I think that's what you do.
Maybe.
You enjoy building them. You don't think it's bad stuff.
I'll probably build Tamiyas. I have maybe 4 or 5 kits underneath the table there, and 4 kits, whatever. Those are going to be it for Tamiya. I think for kits, the next kit I'm probably going to build is going to be a drifter kit.
From them?
An MST or something else, but it's going to be a rear-wheel drive drifter. And I got to buy different tires for my son. He really does not like the tires on his Ferrari. They are too sticky. So he can't do donuts. He's trying to do donuts and do things, and it just sticks. And it's true, it does stick. So
then you'll use them. The Ferrari.
No, we'll put him on there when he wants to go straight or make sure it goes nice and straight. But he wants to be able to drift with it. So I got to find him some not drifting tire, but like semi-drift. So.
But you could also eventually get him a drift kit from them.
Well, he's got a drifter. The only thing I find with the drifter on pavement, the wheels keep popping off. on pavement because of the vibration.
I think you didn't, Brett said there's a way to fix that problem.
Yeah, well, he did send me some rims. I might put that one on there and see if his that he sent me actually will do it or not.
No, I think next year you'll have 2 new Tamiya kits after you build, you'll have your drifter built by then.
No, maybe.
Jessica said put some electrical tape on the tires.
That too, you could do that, electrical tape.
Yeah, that could work on his to make it slide a little bit better.
And
Temporarily.
AZ said better foams.
Yeah, there is
There's-
actually on his Pro build, the LaFerrari Pro build, there is absolutely no foams on those tires. So,
I have a feeling you're going to end up buying the TD4 eventually,
what TD4?
the Tamiya TD4.
The only other Tamiya I would want would probably be a Sand Rover.
The Sand Rover, and you said you want the Sand Rover, not the Street Rover.
Yep.
Even though you could just change the tires and make it a Street Rover.
Good.
So, I mean, I would like to have those too. I would still put like lower turn brushed motors, and then the other TT-02s I'd put brushlesses in them.
Yeah, I got one that has a brushless. It's got a 7.5 turn brushless in one of my TT-02s.
I know that even though they, unfortunately, I think they stopped making the Tear Scorcher, which is sad. That people like that kit, and you could. I know that it's capable of taking that. The stock gears can take a 4,000 kV. So, seen it run with stock gears. So that's a decent speed for one of those.
Cool. So we'll end the live. Thank you very much for watching tonight. Hope it was informative and fun for you guys. Kind of screwed up a little bit and took me a bit to get started, but hey, this is what it's all about. Building is about having fun. Building is about trying different things. Building is about just chit-chatting with friends while you're building and doing stuff. So that's what I like. And that's why I wanted to try something different tonight, is actually try building it, but having people with me. Maybe next week we'll try to have more people. But till then, have fun. Keep those batteries charged and go out there and have some fun and break something. Because if you're not breaking anything, you're not having any fun. Right, Brad?
Well, I don't prefer breaking things. I have fun when I'm not breaking things.
When you break things, that means you had fun.
He's trying to hypnotize me.
Yeah. Because see, he was having fun. He was having lots of fun, and then he banged into the other guy and broke his servo. But hey, he was having fun. So talk to you guys later. Enjoy.
The joys of an enduro.